Hi, my name is Lloyd Chapman, the president and founder of the American Small Business League, and I'm going to talk to you today about my latest Huffington Post piece entitled Obama Spouts Pro Small Business Rhetoric But Gives Small Business Billions to Corporate Giants. I've got it here on my laptop in front of me. So let me just kind of go through it for you. So Barack Obama has given countless speeches before the election and after the election, talking about how important small businesses are, and small business are the backbone of our nation's economy, and blah 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 blah. How important small businesses are, and if you base your opinion on his commitment to small businesses based upon his speeches, you would think, oh, this guy's one of the most pro small business presidents in 100 years. As I always say, that man really knows how to read a speech off a teleprompter. But if you look at what he does, it's a completely different picture. Let's look at what he's done, okay? And now these are the facts. During the campaign, he said he was going to restore the head of the SBA, the SBA administrator, to a cabinet level position. He hadn't done that. He said he was going to implement the 5% set-aside contracting goal for women. He hasn't done that. He said he was going to restore the Small Business Administration budget. He hasn't done that. The Small Business Administration budget today is less than what it was when Ronald Reagan left office, and it's less than what it was when George Bush came into office. And of course, my thing that I've got to work on every day in my life, apparently, is the diversion of federal small business contracts to large businesses. He released a statement in February of 2008 that said it's time to end the diversion of federal small business contracts to corporate giants. And of course, he was responding to the American Small Business League. We endorsed him, and he put our endorsement on the front page of his website. And I met him and talked with him about this a little bit. And so he said if he was elected, he was going to stop that. Well, guess what? He didn't. Every day that the government's open, Fortune 500 firms in America and some of the biggest companies in Europe are getting federal small business contracts. It's in the federal procurement data system. So my opponents and people don't like me at the SBA and GSA and the Pentagon, the government, say, oh, Lloyd Chapman's a conspiracy nut and he's a lunatic. And it's in the federal procurement data system, folks. Look it up. Okay, it's there for all to see. So let's see here. Let's talk about the stimulus funds. Let's look at how he's allocate the stimulus funds. So now let's see. There's 26 million small businesses in America. They employ about 55% of the private sector workforce. According to U.S. Census Bureau data, they are responsible for, I think, over 97% of all net new jobs and over 50% of the gross domestic product. So how much do you think President Obama has given the small businesses? He's going to stimulate the economy and create jobs, right? And small businesses, half of the country works in small businesses, half the gross domestic product, and 97% of their jobs. See how much money he's given them? 0.3%. That means 99.7% of the money has not gone to small businesses. Does that make sense to you? Not to me. So, when you start looking at what he does, he looks like the most anti-small business president in my lifetime. By the way, I didn't really like President Bush. If you go back and look, I complained about him almost every day he was in office. Obama's worse. I'm wishing, George Bush was back in office now. It's unbelievable. Let's talk about President Obama's ARC loan program. That was going to be interest-free $35,000 loans. That sounds like a good deal, right? Guess what? It was capped at $255 million. That is less than 1/100th of 1% of the stimulus funds. And guess what? Was it the New York Times that reported on that? Yeah, the New York Times reported on it and said that it was so hard to get those loans that the banks and small business owners just threw up their hands and said, it's just too much trouble, just forget about it. So that whole program was a sham. That never even, happened, basically. Almost no one got those loans. So again, when you look at what he really does, it's completely different. Here's some of the companies, by the way, that are getting small business contracts from the Obama administration. Lockheed Martin, Boeing, Raytheon, GTSI, L3 Communications, Northrop Grumman, Booz Allen Hamilton, General Dynamics, 3M, Hewlett Packard, AT&T, Dell Computer, Staples, Office Depot, Xerox, and General Electric. Some of the biggest companies in England and in France are getting small business contracts. British Aerospace is getting small business contracts. Rolls-Royce is getting small business contracts. A French defense firm, Thales, is getting small business contracts. A company that I can't even pronounce, Sanjong Corporation, headquartered in Seoul, Korea, has received $254 million in small business contracts. A company in Italy with 73,000 employees is getting $283 million in small business contracts. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. So these are the facts. These are the facts. It's in the Federal Procurement Data System. You can't deny it. Anyone that disagrees with what I'm telling you is lying to you. So while President Obama's two top campaign contributors at Goldman Sachs and JP Morgan are reporting record profits in the recession, American small businesses have been left high and dry. So here's the last paragraph of my blog here. Small business owners should reflect on two quotes from Thomas Jefferson. We in America do not have government by the majority. We have government by the majority who participate. And the second one's my favorite one. All tyranny needs to gain a foothold is for people of good conscience to remain silent. Well, it's time for people to quit remaining silent. It's time to start making some noise like me. And small business owners need to get together and organize and refuse to let this happen. It's going to be a struggle for small businesses to survive this recession. And unless you get organized, more small businesses are going to fail, particularly small businesses that do business with the federal government and prime contractors. I encourage all you guys to join the American Small Business League because you're not going to get any help from President Obama. You're not going to get any help from Congress. You're not going to get any help from the Small Business Administration. So again, my name is Lloyd Chapman, President and founder of the American Small Business League, and thank you very much.